Welcome into another edition of Inside Southeastern Sports. Time for our weekly conversation with Coach Tyler Fenwick. Coach, last week you really summed that game up down to just a handful of plays. The great thing about it is, win or lose, you guys still have a complete season in front of you at this point.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of games to be played, a lot of chips that are going to fall throughout the conference, and obviously this conference is a very competitive. Tough. Every week's a tough challenge. Every week's a new challenge, and so we've got, we just got back to the drawing board and just keep on plugging away.
You come off of that game, and again, hard-fought game. What do you say to the players? I mean, it's the first loss of the season. That's always difficult.
Yeah, it is difficult, because you're always striving for that perfect season. You're always striving to, put together that perfect game, and then you get your first loss, and it's like, okay, well, I guess this isn't the year to get the perfect season, but you just go back through the game and where we made mistakes and things that happened throughout the game, just the different scenarios. I mean, we talked about our first defensive series, we go 3 and out, they punt, and we go 10 plays and go down and score, and we look really, really good, and then we follow that up later on in the game where it's it's
kind of the opposite. They had their long drive.
They had their long drive,
and we go 3 and out.
And so we had some things that we left on the table. We go down and 3rd and 6 and should have scored a touchdown. We got to settle for a field goal and tie it up, and if we get it in the end zone, we're up by 4, and it puts a little bit more pressure on them to go down and score a touchdown rather than kick a field goal to take the lead. And just some things just happen that we've got to be a little bit more attention to detail.
Now this week, it doesn't get any easier, as you mentioned. I mean, the conference is stacked top to bottom. Tough road trip. Southern Arkansas is always a difficult trip. While on paper their record may not show it, pretty explosive offense. Yeah,
they're explosive. I think their quarterback is really good. They've got, they'll spread it out, and I think their running back is really good. That they're going to spread it out, and they're going to give him space to go run. He's young, but he's fast. And I think that defensively they're good. It's probably one of the top defensive lines we're going to see this year.
Whenever you think back to the last time you guys were out there, one of the things that's obviously changed, offensive line. How much pressure is on the offensive line this week against that front?
Yeah, I mean, every week, there's pressure on the offensive line. They just, but they're playing well. I mean, they're limiting the sacks. We're giving Hatley time to throw. Would have liked to see us run the ball a little bit better on Saturday. But this is a good defensive front, and we got to be up for the challenge, and we got to make sure that we're doing what we need to do to protect the quarterback and give him time to throw.
Of course, again, talking with Coach Tyler Fenwick as always. Coach, appreciate the time, and look forward to your thoughts after the game.
Absolutely.
Of course, right there, Tyler Fenwick joining us on Inside Southeastern Sports. Coming up, our Player Spotlight. It's up next with Hunter Hawthorne. Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Sports. Time now for our player profile. This week it shines on Hunter Hawthorne. Big breakout game last week for you, Hunter. Talk a little bit about the work, because we've watched you develop. We saw you, I remember when you had your first touchdown catch here a few years ago, and now you've kind of become a regular in this offense. Just tell us a little bit about the hard work that goes into getting the playing time.
I've grown more off the field, and that's what I needed to do, and that's what they asked out of me, and I came into the game, and I just made plays. That's
so. Well, talk about the transition, I guess, from high school to college. You played small town Bells, Texas. Was college football what you thought it would be when you were in high school, or has your perception now playing it changed?
It's definitely more difficult than I thought it was going to be. It's faster. The guys are obviously bigger and stronger. That's just some of the things that I've had to focus on. Had to get bigger, faster, and stronger. And this last year, this COVID year, it really helped me. Because I got more. I got more reps and more plays with the team, and that's just what's helped me.
So, aside from football, what are you majoring in here at Southeastern?
I'm a business major.
So what do you plan on doing career-wise? I mean, business, that's a broad topic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things you can do.
There's a lot of things that I've thought about doing. Coaching is one of them as well. But I'm not really sure. You know, I'm only 21, so I got a few more years here, and not really sure what I want to do with the rest of my life yet. So
now, in addition to that, what do you like? I mean, because a lot of times we talk to guys that may be from the DFW area. You're small town guys. Durant's actually a metropolis to you. So what do you like? What do you like doing in your spare time in this town?
Everything. Eat, sleep.
You got way more restaurant options here than in Bells.
Oh yeah, for sure. All we had was really Subway, Sonic. That was it. And a few burger joints, but that's about it.
You got a favorite restaurant here, like a favorite local place, or is it more a chain?
Probably jalapenos.
Yeah, you can't beat jalapenos.
Salvador specials.
So let's dive into hot seat segment. Give you 5 things you spontaneously react. Favorite color?
Red.
Favorite sports movie?
Remember the Titans.
Sports car or jacked up truck?
That's tough. Probably a truck. Probably a truck.
Female musician?
My favorite? Let's go Taylor Swift.
And then finally, what does it mean to be a member of the Savage Storm?
It's an honor. You know, I love lacing up with these guys every day. You know, sometimes it's tough, like all of COVID last year, but, you know, we looked at each other and we just got through it. You know, that's what we had to do. We had a lot of practices and, you know, we did it together and we got through it, and now look what we're doing. So
again, talking with Hunter Hawthorne, our player spotlight for this week. Coming up, more on Inside Southeastern Sports.